Yeah, that's how it should work. Ladies and gentlemen, on our phone line, I believe, is Zach Selwyn. Zach, how are you, sir?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Nice. All right. First off and foremost, I like a guy with a little fucking energy, and he's got it right there.
Excellent.
Good job, Zach.
Let's go.
All right. Now, I was just watching, because we have it on in the studio, you at the Metallica concert. Oh. That's the very first episode of Parking Lot Payday, which is conveniently located on AXS TV. You can check it out. Ricky just almost fell. He ran to the bathroom. That was funny. Zach missed it because he's on the phone. But you would have just saw a big dude just almost fly off into a room. Are you okay, Ricky? Good.
I'm hoping so.
He got so shocked by the AXS TV stuff, he ran out to go take a piss. But...
That's what I do to people.
You do. You attack their frickin' scrotums, and they have to pee. The weirdest thing, though, I got to say, first off, we're going to backtrack in a second, but let me go into this. Let me hype up the show. The show is called Parking Lot Payday, like I said, on AXS TV. It airs Tuesdays, if I'm correct, right?
Correct.
All right.
8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central.
There you go. And the reason why I had him on, because I was flipping through, because I watch Impact Wrestling on AXS TV, so I'm a big AXS TV fan, plus they have a lot of good music stuff, a lot of live concerts, all that good stuff on AXS TV, great freaking channel, wonderful stuff. This commercial comes on with Zach Selwyn, and he's walking around. First off, I recognized him from something, but couldn't put my finger on it. That's number one. But number two, thought it was a brilliant fucking idea.
Right.
This is a brilliant idea. Zach goes around to concerts. It's the show before the show, as Zach puts it. And he goes to the concerts, be it Metallica, Coldplay, the Rolling Stones, whatever the show that it is.
Right.
And if you see Zach there and he walks around with his little megaphone asking you if you're very, excited to be at the fucking show, you have a chance to win money.
Yeah. Somebody's got to pay for parking.
Yeah, that's right. If you know the answer to the question, like at the Metallica show, he's asking Metallica questions.
Mm-hmm.
So you're right. And I thought that was a brilliant fucking idea. And it's a game show that I would sit and watch. Where did this come from?
I think AXS TV was trying to make a man on the street like show and combine it with like gameplay. So some genius at the network came up with the idea, and I don't think they were sure it was going to work, but they brought me out to the first show we shot, and it just was like amazing how much fun it was. And, we just had a great time, and now we're like, let's keep going with this. Let's do 10 more seasons,
Damn right. True. Because the best part of the concert sometimes is the tailgate before. Yeah. So you have people that are getting high, they're getting drunk, they're having a party outside of the party. Like, the second half, the concert, sometimes doesn't even live up to the outside shenanigans.
Sometimes you don't
that
make
go
it
on.
in.
Yeah, in the party lot. Sometimes you don't even get in because you're too fucking hammered. But if you see Zach, you can answer some questions, and maybe you can at least get some Uber money to go home. It is a crazy thought that some of these people, by the way, don't know about the band that they're going to see.
That happens a lot.
That's fucking crazy to me. How do you go to Metallica and some of you didn't know the answer to some of these questions?
Yeah, that happens a lot. I think people step up to the mic thinking, I'm going to win this, no problem. I know everything about this band. And by the third question, they're like, I'm done.
What instruments does Metallica play?
I don't know.
Cymbals.
Right.
You're fucking... Well, we just asked Joe some questions while he was high, so he didn't know some shit. Let me ask Zach. Zach, can I ask you? I'm going to ask you a question. We just played a game called High Q, where one of our guys got really high. Joe, how much stuff did you smoke? Like two joints?
I got half a scotch.
Okay, 2 joints and half a scotch in, and we made him answer some questions.
Kind of fucked up right now.
He's kind of fucked up right now. But I'm going to ask Zach Selwyn here. I said Selwyn. Is he getting trampled by horses? What happened? Zach Selwyn, I'm going to answer you this question. Zach, what is a group of crows called?
A group of crows?
Crows.
Let's see. What do you say, pros? P-R-O-S?
No, C-R-O-W-S. Crows.
The Boyds.
A murder?
Boom!
Oh, wow, we knew that. Wow.
Is it a murder of crows?
A murder of crows.
Yeah.
Right there. Give Zach Selwyn a fucking $100 because he just got it right.
Let's go, baby. I'm winning money.
He's winning money. We're playing his game now, motherfucker.
Jesus.
Joe over here was shitting, getting all angry because he thought we made up these questions like no one knows this.
I never heard that.
Yeah, well, you're a moron. You couldn't compete. What if that's one of the questions on Parking Lot Payday? What if that's a question that Zach just throws in?
You go to see the Black Crows, and then
and he goes,
we'll go to see the Black Crows or the Counting Crows. Throw that one in there.
Yeah, and then Zach just speaking of crows, excuse me, hi, old man named Joe. You fucking moron.
I would definitely lose.
All right, so now to backtrack, because, Parking Lot Payday, great show. But you lived my dream job. Growing up, there was a network called G4. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And you were literally the guy on G4 doing pretty much these man-on-the-street kind of segments on Attack of the Show, which is by far one of the biggest shows that channel had.
Yeah.
Okay? I know it's back, but it's not the same. It's there, but it needs to be a little bit better. It needs to have the same mystique that it had when it started. However, that's where I'm watching, and I'm going, I know this fucker from somewhere. Yeah. I've seen this guy before this, and I'm like, holy shit, because you looked a little bit different than you do now, because now you're all rock starred up on the with Zachariah over there. You're all rock starred up. But I'm looking, I'm like, that's the guy from Attack of the Show. Holy shit. How did that happen?
There you go, baby.
How did you get Attack of the Show back in the day?
Hilarious. When? I was on that show from 06 to 09.
Yeah.
And, I was like the man. They put me in the field, and they're like, here's a microphone. Go to the Denver Beer Festival and get hammered and talk to people. I'm like, okay. Go to New York and go to the launch of the PS3. Okay. Like, it was incredible. It was the greatest gig, running around the country, the world with a microphone, getting paid to just talk to people. It was fantastic. That was a great gig. I'm glad you watched Attack of the Show, man.
Oh, absolutely, dude. It was like, it literally did. That's why I think they brought it back. They brought back the channel. They brought back the shows because it had a cult following. It was not just video games and shit. That was one aspect of G4. It had so much more stuff to it. It was dirty fart jokes. It was sex. It was video games. It was hot chicks. It was a show that was based around, did you go through puberty? Come on into G4. Because that's what it fucking felt like. You grew along with it, and there was, come on now. There was so many hot chicks on there. Morgan Webb.
Olivia Munn.
Olivia Munn, who went on to superstardom, for Christ's sake. She's huge. And then, of course, none other than the sexy Zach Selwyn, who was, getting crocked at, some kind of beer fest or whatever it was. He was out there, and he's reporting. He's got his little things on. He went to Japan. Did you go to Japan when they went to Japan?
Sure did. I went to Japan twice. I went to Hong Kong. I hosted the original Ninja Warrior before it went to NBC.
Okay.
It was amazing, all the stuff we got to do on that show.
See, and I'm telling you, Zach has lived a life that, like, that's the gigs that we all want. Like, if you're in the entertainment business, you want to have your main fucking thing, which I would say for Zach is probably his music, right? Because you're a musician, right?
I'm a musician, and I mean, I think I've been doing pretty much everything for so long, I don't even know what to say anymore. But you have to have your main deal, and then you have your way to make money to support your creative arts.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. So your main deal is your whatever, and then you fucking spring out to all these other things, and that's how you pay off everything that you want in life. And that, I think, to me, is exactly what the fuck I want. I want this show to be the primary thing, and then I want to fucking go over here to Parking Lot Payday and host over here. I want to go over to Attack of the Show and be the man on the street. That's what I fucking want, and Zach's living my goddamn life. And probably better for it, because he looks better doing it. But that's not the point. God damn it. Goddamn Zach Selwyn, living my life. All right, so how many dumbasses have you seen in the parking lot? That's a good question.
Well, there's plenty of them. There are plenty of people who, like I said, can't get past the first or second question, or just, they're maybe too young to even understand, like, that Metallica had a career before the Black Album, things like that. You just sort of, we want to make it the best show possible, so we shot, 30, 40 contestants every show. And if you watch the premiere episode last night, I think we go through 5. So there were plenty of dumbasses out there that we decided to leave on the cutting room floor. With my dream, I would hope to get it all on, like, online somewhere, YouTube, like a bonus content thing, but I'm not sure if that's in Access's plan. But, it's out there.
I'm going to tell you right now, AXS TV has it up right now. You can watch I believe the premiere episode that premiered
last night.
No, not July 11th. Right? July 11th is, because yesterday carry the one. No, Monday it said it premiered. So either way, AXS TV.
Yeah, they dropped it on YouTube on Monday.
All right, so it drops on YouTube, so you can watch the Metallica episode right now. So AXS TV, hear me, bask in my glory, and listen to my words. Make there be some kind of fucking outtake version over here on YouTube where it can get real dirty. Maybe you can even show a boobies or two, like some girl flashing or something. All kinds of stuff goes on in these parking lots.
Not as much as it used to.
Well, you can also, but then they can blur out the nipples and they put like Ricky's face or something on the nipples or something. So put something up.
Pictures of Jerry Springer over the breast.
I don't mind that.
Whatever you want, just make it. I'm telling you, because this show I think will appeal. To, if you're a rock fan or if you like music in general and you like music trivia, we play music trivia on this show.
I love that.
Yeah.
And if you're the genius that sits at home, I know the answer. I know the answer.
Yeah.
Suddenly you hear these questions, you're like, wait, what?
What? Who?
You got to start to remember.
Wait, there was a guy in Metallica named Cliff? What? Like stupid shit like that. Like people don't know. Now, Zach, do you know the answers to these questions, or are you like, just like I just read them, Ed? I don't know.
Do I know the answers? We go over them beforehand, and there's plenty of stuff that I'm shocked to learn while we're studying the band. But for certain bands like the Stones, I knew most every question. When it came to Imagine Dragons, not so much.
Right.
But you figure it out. But it's amazing how many people know this stuff when you get out there in the world and start talking to people on the street.
And I gotta believe also that this show is not going to be hard to produce because bands have concerts all the fucking time.
Well, now they do.
Well, no, I'm saying, now that COVID's fucking gone and everything. Well, not gone. It's still here, but whatever.
It'll be back by November. Really.
Oh, all right. Right near the election. But the fact is there's still people crowding around in parking lots. Mm-hmm. So is there like a laundry list already set up for season 2? Like, do you have, because I know that Bruce Springsteen's going on tour. Mm-hmm. I know, because you're not really going to the show.
That would be great.
Yeah, you're not going to the shows. You're going to the parking lots. So you really don't even need tickets to the venue. You just need tickets to the parking lot.
Yeah, that's expensive.
Yeah,
just come hang out with us.
Yeah.
Through the show.
Dude, you know what you guys really should do? I'm going to throw this out. This is my little tidbit. Even though AXS TV is a full-fledged network, my dumbass is going to give them a little bit of production here. I say point blank, you have the set. Instead of you just roaming around and doing it, right? For like the big finale episode, like whatever the last episode, you guys figured it out yourself. You guys set up a giant tailgate party. A giant tailgate party. Get some sponsors, get some food, get some booze, and then you literally ham it up and be like a real game show host on your own set. And then you have girls dancing in the back of pickup trucks, and they're all getting half naked. That's what I like. Yeah. And you get some booze and the beer company to sponsor, and you get some Subway sandwiches, eat fresh, and you get all that good shit. And then there'll be a giant parking lot payday payoff special. Crazy shit.
Well, if you need to come work for Access in marketing, man, because that sounds brilliant to me. I'm in.
Thank you. I know what the people want. Subway sandwiches and tits.
That's right.
You put that together. See,
that's right.
By the way, that's where Jared Fogle went wrong. Subway sandwiches and adult tits. Right. You see, that's it. You got to get the real full-fledged legal tits, and you'll be fine. So the concerts. Let's see. We got Springsteen's coming on tour. You guys, maybe even like sporting event parking lot stuff you could do too.
Yeah, but they do that. There are some shows that go around and do that already.
Yeah, but automatically they have parking lot payday in the title. They don't have to just go to concerts.
Right.
They can go everywhere. Anywhere that has a parking lot. You can go to a 7-Eleven parking lot if you wanted to.
How fresh is that?
Whatever the fuck you want. Excuse me. How fresh is that Big Bite? Yeah.
Shop right.
Shop right. Do it.
How do you plan on robbing this convenience store this afternoon, sir?
Well, I was going to put on my ski mask and just run in.
Good.
Yeah, sorry.
You spoiled it for me now.
Oh, fuck, am I on TV? Shit.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, fuck, can you just blur out my face?
I'm about to be famous.
Fuck. We're watching B-roll right now on the big screen here.
Listen.
By the way, Zach, that is... I can't pull off that hat.
No, you
I can't pull off the hat you're wearing at the Metallica show. It's not possible.
But you got to do something to keep from getting sunburnt out there.
But the thing's the size of the fucking stadium that he's going into. Look, that's a big fucking hat.
He rocking the hat.
No, because he's a rock star. He's a rocker. He can pull that shit off. I can't pull that shit off.
See, me, I would have to tilt it.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah, but see, if I put on Zach's hat, I'm going to look like Ranger Smith.
Yeah.
Right.
Or Yogi, who stole Ranger Smith's hat. That's what I'd look like. Nice. So how much money do you guys... Give me the basic rundown of how much money these guys can win.
Yeah, so we start easy $5 questions. Okay. Basically, who's the lead singer of the Rolling Stones? You know, if you get Mick Jagger wrong, get off the show.
Yeah, get off the fucking show.
Then you're not going to the concert.
Yeah.
By the end of it, you can flip it. So you have 5, you can play for 10. Then you can play for 20. At any point, you can walk away with the cash or you can keep going. At the end, if you get them all right, you can get the $2,560.
Hey, cool.
Nice.
That covers one ticket.
Yeah.
Nice piece of shit.
That covers a beer at the stadium.
Hey,
That's a beer, maybe a T-shirt, and some parking.
Maybe. Well, see, that's why I'm going to a show this weekend on Friday. I'm going into Brooklyn for a show, and let me tell you, the tickets aren't that much money at all. This band Up for Nothing. I'm going to a show for them, and let me tell you, it's going to be amazing to actually buy a ticket to a show and actually have beer money left over.
Oh yeah,
like you know what I mean? Like I'm going to have that feeling.
You didn't experience the '80s.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you also were buying Coke, Bill. There's also a difference.
No.
It was
I
the
never
80s.
Purchased that at all.
By the way, this venue looks great with fucking Metallica playing. Jesus Christ.
That's a nice place.
That's Vegas, right? You were in Vegas for that, right?
Yeah, Las Vegas. That stadium the Raiders are playing in now. The place is massive.
See, and the best part is, like, that dumbass, while Zach was just giving us the rules, some asshole walked past the camera and goes, "Oh, Metallica!" Ah! That's what you need, because that's the parking lot.
Yes,
that's the parking lot experience.
They see cameras and not crazy.
Yeah, that's why
I would say there were a lot more Metallica fans doing that than there were Coldplay fans doing that.
Oh,
you know?
Come on!
You don't really see a guy with cut off sleeves and a mohawk walking by going Coldplay.
Now that jackass goes, "Everything was yellow." Shut the fuck up. Is there any band, by the way, that raises a good question, Zach. Is there any band that you won't go do this in? Like, you're like, I don't want to fucking go do that. Like, there was a little disdain I heard in your voice for Imagine Dragons. So, is there a band you're like, I'm not going there. I'm not doing that concert.
Nah, hell no. I'll go anywhere.
Nice.
Anyone who's made music for a living, I can appreciate anyone else who's ever made music for a living. So I'm like, if you're in a band and you're playing a stadium, you did something right.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're hitting someone's ears correctly.
All right, Joe, you have dyslexia, correct?
Yes, I do.
All right, the first question that Zach asks somebody on this program that's called Parking Lot Payday was, how do you spell Metallica? Go ahead, Joe. How do you spell Metallica?
I've seen so many people.
Metallica. I'll give you a hint. The first letter's M.
Okay. Metallica. M-A-T. Is that wrong already?
Go ahead. M-A-T.
Metallica.
It's not some guy named Matt Talica.
Well,
it's Metallica.
I spelled it phonetically.
Okay. All right. I'll give you the second letter. Okay. E.
It's M-E-C.
Yeah.
That's meat. Metallica.
Metallica.
Go ahead.
That would be a dope name for a butcher shop. Come down to Metallica.
I'm 44th and dying.
Buy a fucking pork chop.
You should see our cow.
Master of pastrami. Yeah.
I can't spell Metallica.
Keep going. You're on fire.
Joe, you suck. Metallica. No. Metallica. Metallica.
That's what I was going to say.
It's got the word metal in it and liquor at the end of it. And knowing that band, they've licked a lot of things. Look at them. Look at fucking Lars's face. It's horrible.
Sure.
Why does this guy look like Cliff now? The one guy next to Zach, and tell me that doesn't look like Cliff Burton before the accident.
Needs the mustache.
And by the way, Zach, you can see that Zach. This is, by the way, why I like Zach Selwyn, and I said that this show will work, is because you can see the disgust in the guy's face when he hears a moron not answer the question right. You can see him like literally turn to producer and like, what the fuck? What the like? Seriously, you couldn't find me someone with a pulse? What is this?
Now, when you do these things, do you ever run into people from other countries? Like, when you go to some of these larger ones where they all come in?
Oh, you mean like the tourists that's going
Right.
in?
You get a
Like
lot of
the
people
Stones.
that will travel.
Oh, yeah, sure. Oh,
here.
absolutely, yeah.
Last time I went to go see DRI.
Oh, you get people who are like on like a dead tour. They're like, it's my 184th show.
Yeah.
And then you get people who are like, first concert ever.
Yeah.
It goes everywhere. And it's international for sure. I mean, especially now that you said with COVID, restrictions being lifted, people are going out to shows again. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And, look, like I told someone else, I've been partying in parking lots my whole life. It's just nice to finally get paid for it.
Yeah, it does make it a lot better.
Wow, look at the tits on that one. Holy shit.
That's irrelevant.
Wow. I know exactly why the producer picked that girl. Wow, she's got a master of puppets. Those things are huge, those puppets. Look at those. The strings on the Master of Puppets album cover?
Right.
Her tits are so big the strings are stretched.
Wow.
Look at those. Jesus Christ. Those are wonderful. Somebody just won $5, by the way. Zach, what's the over or under? Which band has the most people smoking weed in the audience?
Grateful Dead.
Out of those four, I'd say, first of all, Metallica shows, it was incredible. The parking lot was just Jägermeister bottles everywhere.
Oh.
And, you smelled weed everywhere. Not so much. Imagine Dragons was more of a family kind of event, I think. It was more. I saw a lot of kids there.
So cigarettes and meth.
Stones are always pretty consistent.
Right.
Yeah.
If we ever get to do the Dead or something, then we'll get some real heads.
You're gonna see fucking Zach on LSD.
But the thing is, you'll have people try to trade you different things. Like, hey, I'll answer a question, but you got, you want to buy this, you want to buy that. They want to sell you everything.
Look, you gave me $10. I'll give you a bag of these blue pills. I don't know what they fucking do.
And a hacky sack.
And a hacky sack,
man. No, I'm good.
Duh, come on, man. I've been licking these stamps for an hour, dude. Crazy.
Help me drink this bottle of wine.
And this is all I want for my career as well. This is why I envy guys like Zach. He's in a parking lot doing a game show at a Metallica concert, and he's having a damn good. The girl with the big tits, everything. He's having a damn good time, and he's getting paid for it. What more do you want? What more do you need in life, for Christ's sake?
That sounds pretty good to me.
That sounds great. That sounds like a fucking wonderful job.
I could use that job right now.
Exactly. One time, Zach, if you guys do a season 2, think of the Ham Radio Show here.
Yes.
We'll come on,
That's right.
and we'll help out. We'll be the peanut gallery, and we'll try to give the people clues to help them win. But not when they get to the high numbers. You can tell us to shut the fuck up at that point. But when they're like at $10, Billy could throw out like a little thing going, he rolled over in a fucking bus a couple of times and almost lost his clothes. Who is Metallica? Yeah, good job.
What kind of clue would that be?
Imagine going to a Metallica, and asking R&B questions.
Ooh, that would be good, too. You ask fucking questions that don't concern the band that you're seeing.
Well, actually, you can. You can hit up their cover albums. You could go into that. It's not directly linked to them, but it'll confuse people.
Yeah, but if you show up at if Zach Selwyn shows up at a Metallica concert type show, let's just use Metallica because that's the one he went to.
That genre.
And he shows up at a heavy metal concert. Fuck that. He shows up at Slipknot. Okay. And he starts asking the kids about Patti LaBelle. What do you think is going to happen?
They'll probably
They be going to get the fuck out of here.
They'll probably riot.
Oh, Zach, please plug away. Tell people where they can check you out, check your music out, check your other hosting duties.
Check everything.
And the show itself, everything. Plug away, my friend. Plug away.
Man, thanks. Look, first of all, thank you guys for helping us push this thing out there. And if anyone's interested in finding out more about me, I'm on Instagram at Zach Selwyn. And I have ZachSelwyn.com. My band is called Zachariah and the Lobos Riders. It's like an outlaw country situation.
Cool. There you
Check
go.
that out if you want. And, I published a novel, too, called Austin Translation. It's like a comedy murder mystery, if anyone ever reads anymore. That's out there. And if you listen to my band, I should make a good 38 extra cents this month, which would be great.
Let's see if we can get him up to.
Money,
let's see if we can get Zachariah and the Los Lobos boys or whatever it was up to 50 cents.
Sounds good to me.
God damn it! Let's see if we can
That's
get him
what I'm
up
talking
there.
about. 50 cents.
The 50 cents. Zach, and I'm not even joking. The reason why I have booked you on this show was for the two reasons. I'm being straight up honest. I think this show has legs. I think this show will work because who doesn't want to fucking party when they're in the parking lot and now you can win some fucking cash? To me, that at the end of the day, that's all you really need. You get a couple of dollars when you go into the venue. It's a wonderful thing. I'm telling you, it's going to work.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Now you can buy the real shirt instead of the one sold by the guy outside
Hey,
with the wrong date.
I got Metallica shirts, man. What do you want to buy, eh? Fucking crazy. Zach Selwyn, thank you very much for being on the program, sir.
Man, thank you guys. I needed this energy at the end of my day here. It's a beautiful thing.
Damn right. We'll try, man.
Appreciate it.
We're on that Los Lobos drugs. Those bags of weed and shit. You know, that kind of goes up.
Good, wow.
Joe, how high are you?
I'm very.
You know what?
Yes.
Right now?
Right now, dude, he literally he's too...
Fixing to be a lot better, man.
Hey, man. Hey, man, Joe's on 2 joints and some whiskey, man. It's good, man. All right, Zach, thanks for being on the program, brother.
Much love, guys. I'll
care,
be out
brother.
there. Hopefully season 2, and we'll get back on the horn.
Damn right. Remember us for season 2. Round of applause for Zach Selwyn, everybody. Thank you for being on the show, sir.
Okay, Zach.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, man. I'm telling you, that show is
cool
fucking
show,
going to
man.
work, man. It's a cool idea.
Yeah, it's a very good idea.
And I'm telling you, look at the tits on that one.
Yeah.
You still looking at them tits?
I'm looking. Look at those titties. She's got a coat covering them, Rick, and I can still see the titties.
It's
how big the
it's
titties
sort
are.
of like a red carpet type of show, you know.
Yeah, it's the show before the show. That's what you were saying.
Yeah, exactly right.
And
it's really cool.
To me, we used to do this anyway. Like when you go to a concert, we used to do this anyway. You would literally be at a concert and people would be asking you questions. You're drinking, you're partying, you're having a good fucking time.
Yeah, sure.
Now you can actually win money.
The only
From it.
questions they ask were like, yo, you got any extra lighter fluid? You got any extra beers you want to sell?
Sure.
No, people will be walking around going, hey, dude, what's the greatest album? Like, what year did this come out? What you know what I mean? Like, all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of music assholes that, like, it's all about the music, and they ask the questions.
Yeah.
Right.
They're in the parking lot. You know that they exist. You got to shut them up with Jaeger, but they're in there.
When you go to the show, whoever you're going to see, you never play that band's music.
No.
Because you're going inside to hear it anyway.
Well,
No.
you know.
And usually you don't wear a shirt from that band
But see,
either.
that's not true, though, because like, when I used to, for Q104, I had to cover a lot of, like, Police.
Right.
And a lot of, like, Sting directly, and Billy Joel, and all. And those people, when they party, it's nothing, it's nonstop. Like, you'll be at a fucking show, and you'll hear Walking on the Moon over here, and then you'll hear somebody fucking playing...
Synchronicity.
over here, and then, like, it's a crazy... It's all different fucking songs on the same album.
Yeah.
And you're like, can one of you just get the fucking unify together?
Right.
Pick one fucking song. We'll all sing along.
Hire a DJ. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Work together. Speaking of music, by the way, here on the Ham Radio Show, this summer, I know, right before we go to break, we have the S&M Showcase. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking S&M, and you're thinking Billy getting whipped in the basement.
Yes,
No,
that's good.
not what we're doing.
Not in the
S&M, not in the basement. It's in the attic. The S&M stands for Summer Music. That's right. We're having the Summer Music Showcase here on the program. We will be having acts that have... This is not really the no-name concert series because these people have actual followers.
Yeah, they do.
We have this rapper coming on named Echo. Look him up. He's actually spelled pretty cool. EKHO is this rapper who's coming on Echo. Great fucking sound. White guy, but doesn't sound like Eminem. It's a totally different style, good stuff. You got to check it out. Go on YouTube. Check out all these people. He's coming on in July. Let me see when he's coming on. This is July.
Okay, this month.
I think he's coming next month, actually. Next week.
Month.
Sorry, next week.
The 20th?
Next week, because, Indigo is another band. They're coming on in August. NDGO. They're the ones I met up with at Sirius XM. I'm in one of their TikToks. You can check that out.